All right, welcome to that time of the night where we get a chance to check in with Mr. Brian Shanker of the MeatTribe YouTube channel for meat deals of the week. And is there any meat left out there to have deals on, Brian?
There is. I got a few deals, but like you mentioned, and I've been noticing at the stores, there's some bare shelves out there, not in just the meat cases, but a lot of stuff is just not very well stocked right now. I don't really know what's going on, but I'm definitely hearing rumbles about meat increasing in price. As a matter of fact, I did a trip to Sam's Club today, and there was I was going down the meat case. It's like we're all in line. Everybody, waits their turn and goes down. And the family in front of me, the lady was looking at some chuck roasts and some eye round roasts and stuff. And she was just like, wow, meat prices have really gone up. And the prices on the things that she was looking at was the two roasts that she was looking at were under $5 per pound. And the chuck roast was, I think it was $5, almost $5.50 for the chuck roast at Sam's Club. So I don't think $5.50 is too much for chuck roast, but somebody recently commented on one of my posts that you used to be able to get chuck roast for like under $2 a pound.
Yep.
So that was before I started paying attention. So the $5, the $4.99 pricing doesn't sting so much for me. But in any case, I've got a few deals for you, and then I'm going to talk about my Sam's Club trip if we've got enough time for that.
Sure.
All right, cool. So Food Lion, they've got a deal that's running through the 26th of October. They've got some choice grade boneless New York strip steaks at $9.99 a pound. And if you've got a Harris Teeter, you're going to get a better deal over there. Harris Teeter deals run through the 26th. Now theirs is a rancher grade, but again, as we all know, we've bought the rancher grade from Harris Teeter, and they've been fantastic. They've got their boneless New York strips in a small pack for $8.49 a pound, and the value pack, they've got the strip steak for and strip house roasts for $7.99 a pound. So $1 per pound cheaper from Food Lion at Harris Teeter. And they've got their choice grade, if you want to spend a couple of dollars more, at Harris Teeter, the New York strip or steakhouse roasts are $9.99 a pound. And then Brian, down your way, Kroger, they've got a few deals going on through the 26th of October. And they all have double fuel points. They've got their choice grade boneless chuck roast for $4.99 a pound. And they've got a boneless Angus top sirloin steak for $7.99 a pound. And then they've got a whole Boston pork butt with the bone in for $1.79 a pound. So if you have any room left in your freezers, you could probably pick a couple of things up and get you some fuel points. All right, so let's talk about Sam's Club. I went to Sam's Club this morning, and one of the refrigerated cases where they usually have seafood on both sides, and and beef cuts on one side of the ends. The first end cap was completely empty. There was nothing in there. And I was like, what is going on? And then I went over to where all the main stuff is, and not a lot of stuff there. So I don't know. I do know someone that is a meat purchaser for Safeway. So I think I might give him a ring and see if I can uncover what's going on and be able to report back next week. But Sam's Club did have some stuff. And I'll agree with that lady. Aside from the roasts she was looking at, the cuts of meat for, these cuts of meats I'm going to go over, I thought were quite expensive. So we're going to start off with their choice grade boneless filet mignon at $20.98 a pound for choice grade filet. And for the prime grade filet mignon, $5 more, $25.98. Then they had some choice grade ribeyes for $14.98, and that's kind of been their standard price on the ribeyes for quite a while now, $14.98. And then the prime, $5 more at $19.98. And then the choice grade boneless strip steaks were $12.98 a pound. And the prime grade ones were $17.98 a pound. So all of those are $5 difference between prime and choice. And then they had some briskets. And Brian, you cook more brisket than I do, so because I've never cooked any. Choice grade boneless brisket for $4.98 a pound, and prime grade boneless brisket for $5.48 a pound. Are those decent prices?
Wait, say that one more time.
So choice grade brisket $4.98 and prime grade brisket $5.48.
I don't know. You know what? I never even look at that. If I want a brisket,
Price.
I do. If I want it, well, sometimes I do, and I'll look, and it'll seem low, or if it's on sale, I'll just grab it. But I don't know what's standard and all that. That doesn't sound that bad, though.
Okay. Now
But it's weird that they refer to it as boneless, because brisket doesn't have a bone.
Well, that's me. So on my spreadsheet, it's either boneless or bone in, just so I can. So duly noted. When we talk about brisket, I will stop being a rookie and say,
there's no bone in brisket.
Because the pork butts, I didn't know this. The pork butts, you can get them with the bone in or bone out.
Yeah, I always get it with the bone.
Okay, and I have seen that. So they also had a choice grade brisket flat for $8.98 a pound. So kind of educate me on the difference, because there's two pieces of a brisket, right? There's a flat, and then there's, what's the other piece called?
The cap.
The cap. Okay. So by pricing this, I'm assuming that the flat is better.
No, it's leaner. So maybe that's what they're going by. Yeah. In fact, I would never buy just the flat, because that's my favorite is the cap part of it, where all the fat is. That's like the prize.
Right. Like we said before, fat's where it's at, right?
Yeah.
So
and normally, if I'm going to buy a brisket, I'll buy the whole thing together, because it's just that the fat kind of transfers over into the flat, and it just makes the whole thing a lot juicier and more tender.
Okay. So other than shelves and meat cases not having a lot of stuff in stock, one thing I have noticed, other than that there was no ribeyes for sale this week, but it's kind of interesting how across the different stores, same cuts of meat are on sale at the same time. So like this week, New York strips were on sale. Last week it was porterhouses and T-bones. So they're all in cahoots together.
It does seem that way. Now, talking about prices, I went to Giant, one of your stores you typically give sales for, and bacon. I think I've mentioned this the last couple of weeks. Bacon is so expensive, but if you spent $25 on a purchase, you could buy Giant bacon for $4.99. So $4.99 used to be the high end of what bacon costs.
Right.
So now it's on sale, and it's like $4.99. I got to grab this. I had to go spend $25 in order to get myself $4.99 bacon, which I did, because I picked a bunch of chuck roast that was on sale for $3.99 a pound. I believe it's what it was at Giant last week. And I bought some porterhouses too, but just the price of bacon, bacon is at $9.99 a package. It's just crazy how expensive it is for 10, 12 ounces of bacon.
Yeah.
We used to only buy the Oscar Mayer Applewood bacon. That's what I grew up on, got used to it. But we sometimes they didn't have that at Sam's Club. So we were buying Sam's brand, the Member Mark, and it's three pack 1 pound packages in a box. And I think it was just around $12 or $13 for 3 packages of them. So that's not too bad.
No, that's not bad at all. I mean, that's the new norm. The $4 to $5 range is the low end so nope, not bad at all.
Yeah. Well, but you could still find some deals out there. You just, you're going to have to go to different stores maybe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, is that all you got for us this week?
That's all I got for you this week.
All right. Well, make sure you guys tune into his channel, subscribe, hit the bell, get notifications of what new sales items that may come available during the week that he has not been able to share with us this week. But Brian, thanks again, and we'll see you next Friday.
Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a good one.
All right, you do the same.